Hi guys, this is Mr. Carl, and today we're going to go over a worksheet for our winter crafts. Okay, so what we have is our paper with a holiday tree on it. We have our wiki sticks, and if you need wiki sticks, either email me or email your teacher, and I can send you guys some. I've already sent some out, so I don't want to give everybody more wiki sticks than they need. So just let me know if you need them. We have some crayons, we have scissors, and we're gonna dive right in. So first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with these ornaments. They're just little circles. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a wiki stick, I'm gonna wrap it around my finger. You can do this with your student, have them wrap it around their finger, or you can wrap it around their finger. I'm gonna smush it down, and then I like to offer choices to my students. So I would say, do you want your ornament to be red or blue? And we'll start off with red. So they'll go in color. Now, obviously, if you don't need the wiki sticks, you don't have to use them, but they do provide a nice physical border as you go through and color some of these in. So we'll do another one that's red. And I'm using the tiny crayons, again, to help promote a pincher grasp, a tripod grasp. It's not that I don't have longer crayons, but with a longer crayon, you can do kind of more of a fisted grasp that we're trying to get away from. We're trying to get more of a pincer, tripod grasp, and smaller crayons help with that. So we have some of those. We'll have to make it a little bigger for some of our bigger ornaments. So wrapping it around 2 fingers makes it maybe big enough, at least for my fingers, to go on that one. Have them pick another color. We'll go with purple. Another thing I want you to notice is that I have one hand holding the paper, another hand's doing the coloring. If you need to, you can put a little star. I'm left-handed, so the star will go on the right side, or you can draw a little hand, so that way people know where to put their hand. So you could say, put your hand on the hand, and they would know to cover up the little hand. That's good to hold the paper down. If we're not holding the paper down, it's going to move around on us. So it's good to have. Sometimes a visual helps. So there's that. We'll go in and color some more of these using some different colors. Going to color that one green, but I'm going to recommend we not color those ornaments green because we're going to color our tree, you guessed it, green. Okay, and then we can move on to our trunk, and with wiki sticks, I'm just going to outline the trunk. There's our trunk. And then we'll start at the top of our Christmas tree, or our holiday tree. Do some wiki sticks like this. This will help us stay generally in the lines on this side. And then, since you don't want to color your ornaments, your little globes, because you've already colored them, what you can do is you can just wad up a wiki stick, smash it on top, and then if we go like this, we can color in our tree green. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go like that. That way we have our, we need a little triangle. So we'll say color on the triangle. Just go around, color the whole thing. Got this nice physical border. Again, my hand's holding the paper. If not, we're gonna do that. Okay. And then we'll just move that guy over. And with these, we'll just move them along. oftentimes my students like pulling the wiki sticks off and pushing them back down, so you can have them be helpers in that. Just cover up a couple of these. That way you can run into them if you push them down hard enough. These blobs. And you end up coloring in the empty spaces where you wanted to color anyway. Okay, just keep going right through. Smush. I really like having the kids have to push down on it. It provides a lot of proprioception. Helps us know where our fingers are in space when we're coloring, which is helpful. Okay, and there's our tree with our ornaments. And if cutting is something you're working on, what I recommend is going along and kind of doing it in segments. So you can start here. Just break this tree down a little bit. So they're just cutting 2 straight lines there where I've highlighted. I can demonstrate. So when we're cutting, you want to make sure your thumb is in the small hole, and I can only fit 2 fingers in the bigger hole, but you really want to make sure your pointer finger and some other helper fingers are in there. Now you don't have to cut this, but if cutting is something you're working on, then this would be something to follow. So I'm gonna have that be just I'm just gonna leave it there, and I might even put like a dot so that my student knows where to stop. So I tell them to stop at the red dot. That's my dog making a funny sound. Just 1 snip there, 1 snip there. We'll do the same thing here. Highlight it to make it a long straight line. And then I would probably start here. You might have to help them fold this over so they can see where the scissors are going to line up with the yellow line. If not, it's really hard to know how to get just the bottom half of your scissors in and loop it around. It's much easier to just hold this whole part under. And then just cut a straight line. Same thing over here. And we'll repeat the same process. We'll put a little stop mark right there where we want them to stop cutting. We'll emphasize that this is just going to be 1 big chomp with our scissors right here. I guess if you had smaller scissors, it would be 2 chomps. Same thing on the other side. And then we'll cut the bottom. Similar fashion, straight line all the way down. Now if you want, this would be a good time to try branching out, pun intended, to do more than a straight line. Do a straight line and a curve. And if you want to just keep going with that, we can go all the way around and see how we do. So we'll start here, same way. we did before. We're going to fold under that tree branch, which might require some help. And we'll come over here, do the same thing, fold over our tree branch. And then I always emphasize when we turn the paper, turn the paper, turn the paper. You want to keep your scissors kind of in this path, and then the paper turns, as opposed to cutting like this, and then you turn your whole arm to cut like this, and then to turn back, and then turn back. I'm gonna recommend you turn the paper. It just keeps this in a stronger position to cut. So we'll turn our paper, turn our paper, turn our paper. And then we'll get to here, and I'll say turn, 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 turn. And then turn, 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 turn. Turn, 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 turn. And there is your tree. And oftentimes on the back, I'll have my students write their names. So I'll probably put a box on there to give them an area to put it that's not so big that it's anywhere they want. And we'll use a pencil for this in case there's an error. You can always go back and make a correction. We'll do Mr. Carl. Okay? Let me know if you have questions or concerns.